Yeah, shalom, shalom, shalom. First off, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Kodesh. Yeah, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Stone. Peace and blessings to the elect nation of Israel. This is Brother Rob from the Great Stone, Jamaica Camp. Bring you this lesson through the Spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Kodesh. Yeah, Lord willing, this will be edifying. Yeah, so the inspiration of this lesson comes from, just a few observations I've been having for the past couple of days, right, about how the deplorable state our people are in. Right, the curses, hey, the curses are on Jake, man. It gets you emotional to think about it, even though our people are wicked. But hey, still our people at the end of the day. Curses are real, man. And I know brothers did videos like these before and so forth, but if I'm sounding like a broken record, so be it. But hey, the Lord will take this heavy burden off us, man. The Lord will ultimately bring us into the kingdom. Alright, the Lord will make Israel whole again. This Revelation 3 and verse 1, 21 and verse 1. So like, and I saw a new heaven and a new earth, and the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. And I saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from Yahweh out of heaven. Right, New Jerusalem represents the people, men, right? Men that will be coming down out of these ships, men, out of the heavens, the sky. You can see me can get one to bring a little shed some light on it. Where is it? This is Revelation 3 and verse 12. It's and he that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my power, and he shall go no more out, and I will write upon him the name of my power, and the name of the city of my power, which is the New Jerusalem, which cometh down out of heaven from my power, and I write upon him my new name. That's right. So it tells him will I make a pillar in the temple, man, the men, right, that stood stiffly, man, the elect. So back Revelation 21 and verse 2 again, and I saw the holy city New Jerusalem coming down from God out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. It tells in Israel, man, the men that stood stiffly received many crowns. Right? It's and I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of Yahweh is with men. We just established that point. And he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and Yahweh himself shall be with them and be their power. And Yahweh Bashim Shai shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. Hey, the struggles of this life, the 9 to 5, the constant slaving, the detestable things, the pain. Right, no matter what the struggles Jake is going through right now, all these things are gonna be a thing of the past. The scripture says there will be no more pain, man. And the Most High is gonna lift the curses off us, as he tells you in Deuteronomy 30, man, and put them on our enemies. Just say the scriptures. Right? He said, and he that sat upon the throne said, behold, I make things new. And I think the Greek word there is kainos, which means to refresh. I'm going at it. Yeah, kainos. Respect, especially in new in freshness. Yeah? It's like I don't have internet to pull up the BLB, but kainos, which means to refresh. Yes, and he said unto me, write these, for these words are true and faithful. That's right, man. That's That's right, man. That's right. Because, hey, we talk about the curses all the time and about how the days that are coming are going to be rough. We have to speak about the kingdom sometimes. But these are the blessings, man. It's Deuteronomy 28 and verse 2. Let's start at verse 3. You can read from, let's start at verse 1. And shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments which I command thee this day, that Yahweh, that the Lord Yahweh will set thee on high above all nations. And all these blessings shall come upon thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of thy power. It's a blessed shall thou be in the city, blessed shall thou be in the field. It's a blessed shall be the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thy ground, and the fruit of thy cattle, the increase of thy kin, and the flocks of thy sheep. It's a blessed shall thou be thy basket. It's a blessed shall thou be when thou comest in, and blessed thou shalt be when thou goest out. The Lord shall cause thine enemies that rise up against thee to be smitten before thy face. They shall come out against thee one way, and shall flee thee 7 ways. Okay. Verse 8 is so the Lord shall command the blessings upon thee in thy storehouses, and all that thou settest thy hand unto, and he shall bless thee in the land which the Lord thy power giveth thee. It's lucky again. It's lucky. Kind of cooking a little bit, but that's quite the point. Verse 9 is the Lord shall establish thee an holy people unto himself, and the commandments of the Lord thy power, and walk in his ways. You see, the Lord shall establish thee an holy people unto himself, as he hath sworn unto thee, if thou shalt keep the commandments, the Lord thy power, and walk in his way. Is and all people of the earth shall see thee, see that thou art called by the name of Yahweh, and they shall be afraid of thee. You can read about that in Judith. The Lord shall make thee plenteous in goods, in the fruit of thy body, and in the fruit of thy cattle, and in the fruit of thy ground, in the land which the Lord swore unto thy fathers to give thee. So the Lord shall open unto thee his good treasure, the heaven, to give the rain unto thy land in its season, and to bless all the work of thine hand. And thou shalt lend unto many nations, and shalt not borrow. And the Lord shall make thee the head, and not the tail. And thou shalt be above only, and thou shalt not be beneath, if that thou hearken unto the commandments of the Lord thy power, which I command thee this day, to observe and to do them. And thou shalt not go aside from any of the words which I command thee this day, to the right or to the left, to go after other gods and to serve them. Alright? So those are the blessings, man. You see the blessings? Blessings show that, hey, there will be no pain in the kingdom. We will be sit on high. We will be the pinnacle. We will be the standard. We are going to be recognized as the sons of God by everyone. You hear what the scripture says in Deuteronomy 28? I'm going to read Isaiah 61. This is Isaiah 61 and I'm start at verse 7. It says, for your shame you shall have double, and for your confusion they shall rejoice in their portion. Therefore in their land they shall possess double. Everlasting joy shall be unto them. For I, the Lord, love judgment. I hate robbery for burnt offerings. And I will direct thy work in truth. I will make an everlasting covenant with them. It says, and their seed shall be known among the Gentiles. That's in the blessings that we just read. And their offspring among the people. And all that see them shall acknowledge them, that they are the seed which Yahweh had blessed. Right? We're going to be the standard, man. It tells you in Isaiah 2 that they're going to come up to the mountain of the Lord, man. Right? They're going to have to keep the Passover, man. Tell you in Micah 4, man. So we're going to beat many people, man. But hey, Most High is going to restore us. Right? You're going to restore us, man. Our country is going to get healed. Everything is going to get healed, man. Right? Isaiah 60 and verse 18 is a violence shall no more be heard in thy land. It's a wasting nor destruction within thy borders. But thou shalt call thy walls salvation and thy gates praise. He said, the sun shall no more. He said, the sun shall be no more thy light by day, neither for brightness shall the moon give light unto thee. But Yahweh shall be unto thee an everlasting light, and thy God thy glory. Let's jump down to verse 21. He said, thy people also shall be all righteous. This is what I'm talking about, man. People are going to be all righteous, man. Our people not going to be suffering in the kingdom, man. Israel will do valiantly. You can read Numbers, the 24th chapter. Hey, we're going to no more be the tail of these other nations. All right, we're going to no more succumb to the curses. All right. Your captivity is no more. You can read Lamentations 4, verse 18 on down. We're going to be at rest. That's what Nathan the prophet said to David. He said his seed could be going to have his kingdom is going to be forever, man. Of the paraphrase. But at the time we were going to get it forever. We were just going to feel it for a time. Right? Through Solomon, man. But when he comes back, see how shy. When he comes back, man, we're going to rule. As he told his disciples, I'm going to drink the wine with you in our kingdom, man. Our turn is coming. He said from Abraham to Isaac, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau, for Esau is the end of the world. And then Jacob is the one that's going to be the one that followed. I think I have one more precept and then wrap it up. Ezekiel 37 and verse 23 says, neither shall they defile themselves any more with their idols, nor with their detestable things, nor with any of their transgressions, but I will save them out of all their dwelling places. So when these other camps out here talking about keeping the law, and the Lord will have to save you. Till in Zephaniah say, wait ye upon me. You can't save yourself, man. The Lord will have to save us. Right? Wherein they have sinned, and I will cleanse them, so shall they be my people, and I will be their power. And David my servant shall be king over them, and they shall all have one shepherd. They shall all walk in my judgments and observe my statutes and do them. right? And they shall dwell in the land that I have given unto Jacob my servant, wherein your fathers have dwelt, and they shall have dwelt therein, even they and their children and their children's children forever. And my servant David shall be their prince forever. So moreover, I will make a covenant with peace with them, and shall be an everlasting covenant with them, and I will place them and multiply them, and I will set my sanctuary in the midst of them forevermore. Right? Moses is gonna save us, man. Bring out one more and close it off. Bring out the Deuteronomy 30. And verse start of start of verse 1 and then I jump to verse 6. Deuteronomy 30 verse, and shall come to pass. Shall come to pass. It didn't say if. When all these things are come upon thee, enough me, this jump over a lot of people's head. So we were supposed to go off. It said when it shall come to pass. When all these shall come upon thee, the blessing and the curse. So Moses knew we were going to experience the curses. Right? Which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations which the Lord thy power hath given thee. This and shall return unto the Lord thy power, and shall obey his voice according to all that I have commanded thee this day, thou and thy children with all thine heart and all thy soul. We're seeing the beginning stages of it right now. Right? Let's look here, man. Remember, I'm cooking. This is verse 6. And the Lord thy power will circumcise thine heart, and the heart of thy seed to love the Lord thy power with all thine heart, with all thy soul, that thou mayest live. And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. So with that, I'm going to give our praise to Yahweh Shemir Shai Bashim Kakuras. Hey, Shalom. Shalom, Akim. What's going on here? Not alone, me too.